Hi, this is Pete Madsen, and I'm here to show you how to play The Last Steam Engine Train. This is one of the songs that really got me into finger picking. I heard Leo Kocky's version of this tune, and I go, man, I got to learn how to play that. So I heard his version first, Leo Kocky's version, and then I heard John Fahey's version later on. And the earlier version of Kocky's fully stacked steam engine train, this is a remarkably fast thing. It's really incredible. But Fahey's is much slower. So the version I play these days is kind of somewhere between Fahey and Kocky. And it basically has three parts and an intro. Well, let me show you the intro part first. Makes sense. And here we go. We're going to start off with just a regular old E chord. You can play an alternating bass. So you're just alternating the bass there. The main thing to keep in mind about this part is this hammer on the third string. A lot of my students will hammer on and play the bass note afterwards. You want to try to avoid that and hit the hammer on simultaneously as you hit the bass note. If that's tricky for you, just play like, say, the second two beats of measure 3. Going from the 6th string bass note to the 4th string, and you're hammering on at the same time. Your thumb is playing that 4th string. And then we're going to go into what is really the sort of the main part of the song is this. So this is kind of cool. He's going to, both Kocky and Fahey will start off on the 5th string, 2nd fret with their first finger, and slide it to the 7th fret. And it's going pretty quickly, so you might need to try, just work on that. Then you're going to get this shape into your fingers. You've got the 3rd finger on the 2nd string at the 8th fret, middle finger on the 1st string at the 7th fret. And you're alternating your bass now between the 6th and 5th string. So you alternate. You start with your lick, you're gonna hit the 6th string, and then you're going to pinch the 5th and 2nd string and give a little bend. Back to the 6th string, 1st string, 5th string, 2nd string, and then you're going to go, your pinky's going to go to the 9th fret on the 1st string, and you're going to pull off. Sorry. And then right at the end, I take the chord shape off as I'm getting ready to go into my A chord. So listen to me do those first 2 bars of this A section, called the A section, very slowly. 1, 2, 3. Then we go into an A chord. This is just like a first position F chord. You'll play between the 5th and the 7th fret, and you're alternating your bass between the 5th and the 4th string. Essentially, your melody is just climbing up on the 2nd string. 7th fret, 8th fret, pull off, back to 7. Play a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. back to E, B7, and in this version of the B7, not really necessary to put your pinky down, so you can leave that off. Alternating your bass between the 5th and 4th string, back to E. Notice I'm going back to that hammer-on thing. Then we're going to repeat the whole thing. Slide up. You can play that section 2 or 3 times. It's kind of up to you. We're going to go into another section after we come out of that. We're on the E chord. And here's what I call the B section. Let me start that off with our A chord. Some people call this the long A. I'm basically barring the top 4 strings and then laying my pinky on the 1st string at the 5th fret. Then we go down to A7 here, we go to the 3rd fret. Then that finger comes off. And there's a couple ways you can do this. What I just did when I did it slower is not the way I normally do it. But I've seen Cocky do it this way. He goes. So he's barring and he just lifts his finger up when he needs to get to the open E string. So you start A, G, F sharp, E. I do this slightly different as a physical maneuver. I go. I actually get into what's sort of more like a normal A7 shape and shift my pinky to play that F sharp. I've actually gotten pretty fast with it, but I think if you're just starting out on this song, you may want to shift to Cocky's version, where you just lift the finger and put it back down. So you're going back and forth between A and E. Coming down on the 2nd string. We go to our B7. This time we're shifting our bass up to the 6th string. 5, 4, 6, 4. Do a little pull off there on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then back into our E chord. Let me play that entire B section again. So after you play that B section, you can go back into the A section. finally, there is a last section, a C part. So we're going back to an A, and this time I'm fretting the A like I normally fret an A. And I'm just alternating the bass as I'm going and playing the melody strings. You'll bring in this F sharp in the bass. I'm using my first finger. I think some people use their thumb. Go to E. You're bringing in that G note in the bass occasionally on the E chord. To A. Back to E. Back to B. Back to E. And how you arrange this, the A part, the B part, and the C part, is totally up to you. The main part of the song usually that'll be it. I'll play that at the end, so I'll finish the song with that. But there you have it. There's last steam engine train. Let me play all three parts just so you get a feel for it. And that's it for Last Steam Engine Train. Make sure to check me out on www.learnbluesguitarnow.com. You can find audio for that. You can also order books, which has the transcriptions for it and a bunch of other songs. Thanks a lot.